Welcome to my entry to the Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. As you can see, I have a haircut now because it's 3 weeks after I filmed the rest of this video, and that's just an indication of how bad it really gets.
Hey, just left Exotic Lumbers in Frederick, Maryland. It's about a half hour, 45 minutes away from my house, to get some half-inch Baltic birch plywood in the car just left there. And it's time to build a hefty tipsy tree.
Well, carving started good for this project and then quickly went downhill. What has happened here, I'll show you in a second here. I'll show you and explain how I'm rectifying this. Okay, so half-inch birch plywood, so $50 a sheet it was $40 for a 5x5 sheet. And so the first thing I was doing for this giant tipsy tree is doing the numbers. The numbers were supposed to be with a 90-degree bit, and that's the first pass of things I was running. But as you can see here, wow, it doesn't really look like it did what it was supposed to do. And well, that's because I went and double checked the tool pass, and I did the tool pass for an 1/8 inch bit. So yeah, not good. The other thing that happened was that when it was going to do what is up here, which is the number 24, something stalled, and the gantry got out of whack. Like I said, it was like on that last number, so I don't know how much it would have screwed things up. But it would take this entire 3-foot by 5-foot sheet to do this tree, the front piece, the back piece, and the 2 side pieces. And now that I've chopped this down pretty deep on these, it's kind of worthless for half of this sheet, and I have a 2-foot section left, and this tree won't fit on a 2-foot section. So I'm kind of done for at the moment. But so what I'm gonna do to rectify this for the moment, because this thing's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, and I'm already out of time to be able to do poly on it, so I'm gonna have to get it back so I can do poly on it after it gets delivered. But what I'm gonna do is, originally this was gonna be the front piece. It's now gonna be the back piece, and I've got a textured tool path that will hopefully obscure some of these numbers and all that, and we'll see how it looks after that. I mean, it's already kind of ruined anyway, this section, so I mean, this isn't going to hurt any more than what I've already got. So we're going to try it and see what happens. This is really super awesome to have happen right this moment. So here we go. Alright, it's the next morning, as you can tell by the hair. I've had a little bit of time to think about what I was about to do with this whole texturing the whole back piece thing, and I was overthinking it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is what one of the tipsy trees looks like, and but this one's for the single serving wine bottle, so it's only about 2 feet tall. The one that we're making is another foot tall for full-size wine bottles. So as you can see here, the numbers are carved in underneath each circle on the front here, and then when you flip it around, the holes obviously are quite a bit larger because of the shape of the bottle. The front of the bottle just comes through these little holes. So on this larger version that I did, you can see on this one, some of them the numbers have to be offset because of the placement of the size of the numbers and the placement of the holes. but with this foot taller version, I'm using the same size numbers as what's on this one. So they all fit right underneath of the holes like this. So what I've done this morning is I've redid a new file just to make sure that I'm going to cut this back section out first instead of doing the number side, and all these holes will cut out those scrapped up numbers. So sometimes the easiest solution is the best solution. So just about had a heart attack. May have again screwed this piece up. It's just going to be one of those days. I think I'm going to have to end up recutting this back piece for this guy at some point here, but it's not going to be today. I just don't have time. But one thing I did is my gantry, it's a tool storage. That's where I usually keep my, oh, here, let me show you. On my gantry, you can see there, I have the my wrenches. Well, I guess when I took off my little braces from the last time, I put one up here. So the coming over for the X, it hit, and it was bottoming out, so it just screwed up the whole zero of everything, and it had just started going, and so I gotta reset zero again, and hope that's not, well, that's one of the little braces for the feet, and it's supposed to be over like another 2 inches, so there's gonna be a mark in the final tree, so I gotta fix that, re-zero the machine, and get it cutting again. Making some breakfast while the front piece is cutting. I just ruined it. Damn it! Cut out everything just fine. Everything was great, except for the holes for these braces. They were a little too narrow, so I made up a quick file to go back and just widen them up just a little bit, and it didn't do it in the same spot. I'm so pissed off. As soon as it touched it, I was like, oh no, oh no. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm just going to hit that with some wood filler, and I don't know. I'm so devastated by that, because it was looking really good. Everything was looking really good. But I guess when I transported the piece into the new workpiece, for some reason it didn't put it in the exact same spot that it should have been. So, well, there you got it. It's together for now, and but I'll have to redo it. But it's okay. It'll survive for right at the moment. So we got the big mega one with the wine that we just made, and then we have this one that is for the wine bottle singles, and then this one for the little liquor bottles. So all the same tree, just different sizes and different holes. So I think it looks pretty good. Let me show you the side so you can see what it looks like, how they sit in there. There you go. There's the singles and the full wine bottles. They sit in there pretty good. Pretty happy with it. It's sturdy. It's not gonna hopefully tip over. But well, Merry Christmas, people. Have a good one. Until the next time, and we screw some more stuff up.